Okay, let's go. Oh, this is actually a sick spawn. I need to go over here and plant the water bottle and stuff. I just brought this bolty because I need to do Tarkov shooter 1 and 2. Just need iron sight, like 40-meter kills. I think I need... Yeah, just... I think I've done the leg shots, I just need the headshots. Actually, no, I think I need 2 leg shots. One thing I've really liked about having no flea market at the start of the wipe is, you know, I really don't feel the need to rush. Like, I normally don't rush anyway. I don't rush the start of the wipe anyway, but I just haven't had that, like, FOMO, you know, from playing other games and just chilling. Playing some raids with some friends. Taking my time. Just haven't had that fear of missing out. Let's get these planted. If somebody comes down, we might be able to get a pistol kill as well. So yeah, I need 3 scav kills with the iron sights. 40 meters away. And I just need 2 leg hits. 40 meters away as well, but the leg hits I can do with a scope. Looks like somebody's been to the Violet car. The door was open already. You know, there's a lot of talk right now about the flea market and having it and like removing it from the game entirely, right? I've always thought like a barter only flea market would be the best idea. Have it so you give value to the items and not to rubles, right? So it's not just a ruble race. There's value behind items. You start associating items with other items, right? You start associating maybe like power cords with suppressors and stuff like that, right? The community will make their own economy. And then another topic that I feel could do with an adjustment is containers, right? I've always been of the opinion of locking containers, having it so you can bring spares in, you can bring your keys and your ammunition, spare meds, all that kind of stuff, but you just can't put things into it, right? You can't put anything phantom raid into your container. So on here. Let's go take this BTR. Where on earth did I just get shot from? What the hell? I seen a laser. I seen a laser shine on my rock. 100% I seen a red laser. And I didn't have a laser on any of my weapons. I'd like to get my arms sewn back on now. I feel like I'm going to have one of those deaths where I just keel over. Just get shot in the head out of nowhere. The fuck? It's just a little crackhead scav shooting at me from miles away. That's not even the one. That scav has a shotgun. I was getting shot at by an SKS. I think I got shot at and then this one's flanking. Scavs are evolving, man. They're getting weird. Whoa. One more leg hit. Goddamn scavs. So what I was trying to say earlier was, yeah, I think having containers locked would be a really important change for Tarkov. And there's like pros and cons to it, right? The pros being no loot gets taken out of the raid unless it actually gets extracted out from the raid via like a car service, BTR, or extracting with it, right? Brother, these scavs are just... The scav is bolting it. Do you know, this is that same scav I've been fighting this entire time, you know? I need him to be 40 meters away. I shot through his legs. Okay, right. So, yeah, one of the big pros would be, yeah, loot wouldn't get taken out, right? So when you kill a player, when you kill a player, it'd be like the same excitement when you kill a scav player. Like all the loot that they've gotten in that raid so far is going to be on their person, right? And that makes the longevity of PvP lasts so much better, right? Because, and I think the main problem with it, right, is not just containers being unlocked, so you can put stuff in your containers. I think the main problem with it is later on in the wipe when everybody has containers, like the cases, the docs cases and the sick cases, because they hold an absurd amount of loot. Finally, Jesus. Right, get rid of that VPO, I don't want it. It sucks. I'm gonna need you shankers for setup. So yeah, the excitement around looting players would be so much better, in my opinion, and I think later wipe would be amazing. I mean, yeah, with like sick cases and docs cases, dog tag cases, all that kind of stuff, you can just hold so much loot in your container. It's ridiculous, right? I've seen people come out with like 2 million rubles worth of loot in their container alone, just from like a streets run. And I think it's silly. So the counter argument to it is of course the worry that if containers were locked, players are gonna find an item that they need, or find a valuable item, and then just book it straight to the exfil. And I agree that is, I agree, like, as a concern. However, I believe you'd get used to it. I believe the player base would get used to it. Because when I first started playing Tarkov, back in 2017, 2018, you could hold barely anything in your container anyway. One, I was using an alpha container at the very beginning. And secondly, there was no like sick cases and stuff. There was no sick cases, dog tag cases, injector cases. There was nothing like that. And eventually you just got used to when you found these items that you need. You get used to running around with them, and it's intense. It is intense, but that's all part of the fun. That's what made it very memorable. Okay, let's get out of here. Done everything I needed to do. Take labs, for example. One of the biggest loot rooms in labs right now is Black Keycard room, right? It's the medical room, like the medical room that has all the injector case and lytic spawns and stuff like that in it, right? People rush to Black Room at the start of a raid, and people take 2 injector cases in because they load up their injector case full of all the stims that they find. And that fight for Black Room is just over. Like, it's whoever spawned closest to it gets it. And I think it's so gimmicky. I think it's so gimmicky, it's silly. That loot is just out of the raid within 60 seconds. It's gone. Another argument for not locking containers is that people are going to have items and then they're going to lose it to cheaters, right? Because, like, you know, being able to put something in a container is like the one thing you have against a cheater. It's the one thing that the cheaters can't take from you, right? It's the stuff that's in your container. Which, again, I understand this side of the argument, but I also feel designing a game around that is mental. You shouldn't design game mechanics around cheaters. Okay, that's trying to solve a solution the totally wrong way, right? The problem there is nothing to do with the containers. The problem is the cheaters, right? That needs to be dealt with completely separately. But let me know what you guys think. Have you guys liked having no flea market? What do you think should be done to the flea market? I think it should be like more of like a barter flea market, or the flea market should only be used for like certain items like keys and stuff. And then we can and then everything else could be designed around being able to obtain everything else through the traders and other means with barters. But let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed hanging out. Hope you guys have enjoyed this raid of me struggling with the bolt action. Happy New Year, and I'll see you in the next video.